Hello everyone, meet the Rebo, a nomad's chimney, my chimney. The word Rabo is a Ladakhi or a Tibetan word which means a nomad's tent. The tents used by the Changpa nomads that you have seen in my videos, they are called the Rebo. Either the tents or their stone huts or their nomadic dwelling is called the Rebo. And it seemed like a perfect apt name for me to use for my car, which is actually my home on wheels when I'm traveling here in the mountains.
Going to the edge of what you know, and that's where simple faith begins to grow. Believing what your heart rings true, allowing hope to guide you through.
Let's now do a small walk around of the car and show you what all changes I made to the car. I kept it as stock as possible, and all the changes I made are like functional over form. I didn't do anything for the looks except maybe the grille. I hated the grey grille with chrome accents that Maruti launched. It did not fit the character of the car at all. So that's the only cosmetic change I made to the car. I painted it matte black. So I was in Manali when I got the car, and I went to a local shop which my friends recommended called Grease Automotive, where they painted the grille. It was quite expensive, at around 4,000 rupees for painting. I didn't expect it to be so expensive. But Grease was one of the most reputed automobile painters around Manali. I didn't want to go all the way to Chandigarh to paint my grille. That would have worked out to be more expensive. So they painted it for 4,000 rupees, and it's been like 6 months, and the grille is still in decent shape. There was one place where the black paint came off the chrome accents on the grille, and I had to paint it again. So I'm not sure how long it will last like this, but yeah, if I get like 1 or 2 years life out of it, then the 4,000 I spent for painting the grille would be worth it. So the other change I made was to install the roof rack, the low profile roof rack, which I really love, and the rock sliders come footsteps. Both are from Bimra. The roof rack is called the, Jimny roof rack SR, the model SR, and the rock slider again, I don't know the name. But both are decent quality. I like the low profileness of the roof rack, which kind of dissolves into the car, and it looks really nice. The other roof racks, now I didn't like them at all. See here, you can barely see the roof rack here. So it's really nice. So the rock slider, again, it's not for looks, but it serves a very practical purpose, which is for me to step up on it and to access the roof boxes that I fitted here. So without it, it would be little difficult for me to access the insides of the boxes. So with the rock slider, with the footstep, I can easily come up here, open the box and see what is on the inside and access it.
Step into the mystery of your soul. That's where signs and wonders I bestow.
The roof boxes again. I love these boxes. They're actually not for the car. They are gun cases. You can Google them and you'll find like so many vendors selling gun cases in India, rifle cases in India. And they fit perfectly onto my roof rack. I had to actually drill the roof rack for the bolts and bolted the box right onto the roof rack so that nobody can remove it easily. Even I can't remove it easily. I have to remove the entire roof rack for me to remove the boxes. So they're fixed permanently here onto the car. And let me step up here and open the one more boxes. So inside you can see I have a lot of things which I normally don't use frequently in my car. I keep them here, like my flask which I need during the winter months. I don't need them. Lot of like small solar panels that I bought as gifts to give to people, my winter snowshoes, etc. Anything that I need but I don't need frequently, I keep them here. So up here I have the lid organizer. Again, it didn't come with the roof boxes. So what I did was to find back seat organizers on Amazon. They're very cheap, like $600, and use double-sided glue tape to fix them onto the lid of my roof boxes. And again, they're so practical for me to keep stuff inside, and I really love this addition to the boxes as well. Absolutely everything I did with as minimal cost as possible, without spending a lot of money, because I don't have a lot of money. So yeah. And I've used these boxes in the snow, little bit of rain. I did pressure washed my car a few times and they're quite good. Water never seeped inside. They're quite watertight. Very good, very happy with the purchase. I spent around 11,000 for each of the boxes. So 22 in total, and they're so well worth it because it helps me save space on the inside of the car. Another addition to the outside of the car is the canopy, rear canopy or roof awning, whatever you may want to call it. So it serves a very, very practical purpose for me because I sit inside the car and I cook. And I've lived in this car for like 50-60 days now, in the last like 3 months. So what I do is I sit inside the car, I pull out a platform, cooking platform which comes out behind the boot of the car, and I cook there. So when it's windy or when it's snowing or when it's raining, I need some kind of a shelter to allow me to cook comfortably on the inside of the car. So the canopy is like very, very important for me to be comfortably sit inside and cook. So that again I designed it myself and yeah, got it stitched. It cost me a total of 5,000 rupees for both the material and for stitching, and it looks absolutely amazing. The awning is held up by a couple of telescopic poles that are attached to the roof rack. I designed them myself and got them fabricated at a local shop. And when it is time to set up the awning, the telescopic poles need to be rotated into position and extended outwards. The awning is then rolled out on top of the poles, which can easily support its weight. The two side panels of the awning are zippered up to create a box-like shelter at the back of the car, which will protect me from the wind and rain and snow when I'm cooking inside the car. The whole thing cost me around 7,000 rupees to fabricate, and it is a very simple, inexpensive solution to provide me shelter, and I'm camping in my car. Yeah, looks much better now. Let's take a look now inside the Rebo. So this is my sleeping area, my mattress and my pillows. Actually, my sleeping bags, which I use as a pillow. On this side, we have my camera bag and my laptop. So I keep my laptop on top of the camera bag and work there. So it's kind of like my workstation. And back here, we have my cooking area where I keep my stove and my utensils and some little bit of storage here. Here as well, I've used all the nook and crannies that I found in the car for storage. The main thing that makes the Rebo a Rebo is the sleeping area here. Let me get inside. Yeah, so I'm inside. I'll close the door and you can see I can lie down comfortably, and there is still like maybe an inch of space when I close the door. So it's so comfortable inside the car. So what I did was to remove the rear seats and I put a wooden boxes in place of the seat. So finding a good carpenter for this was very essential, and luckily for me, my friend in Manali introduced me to a good carpenter and he did a really good job with the boxes. So one of my requirement was that the box should be like securely clamped to the car, so that in case of an accident or something, the boxes don't like come up and fly everywhere. So what the carpenter did was, when we removed the rear seat, there were bolt holes, 4 bolt holes where the seats were fixed. So he made a platform and he bolted that platform to those bolts, and using that as the base, the rest of the boxes were built around that base. So it's very sturdy. So in case of an accident, nothing will fly out and hit me from behind.
Step into the mystery of your soul. That's where signs and wonders I bestow.
The length of these boxes is around like 4.5 feet. But I am 6 feet tall. So how do I sleep inside? So I will show you here with my seat in the normal position. We have this much space for me to sit and drive. But if I pull the seat forward, there is, you can see now, and if I recline the seat forward, you can see from here to here to the seat, we have around 1.5 feet space here, which you can see here I filled it with bags, the space, one bag, another bag below. So I can do the same thing here. I can put my bag between this space, like 1 or 2 more bags between this space, so that it comes level with the back boxes, and I can just use my mattress on top to fill up the space for me to sleep. So let me show you my cooking area. Out of these 4 boxes, the back 2 are for my cooking area. So beneath the box we have pull-out trays here, and here it's little tight with the plates. So behind the boxes we have these pull-out trays. So this is where I keep my stove and I cook, so that this part is will be behind and outside the body of the car, main body of the car. So when I'm cooking, the fumes and the smoke will not spoil the interiors of the car. So this area is for that. And let me show you here. And if I open the box, inside we have my pantry. Below this sliding platform we have my pantry, where I keep all my rice, dal, chili, everything, whatever I need, vegetables, everything I keep here inside the pantry. And the same thing here as well. I can keep some utensils if it fits inside. I have more space than I need for my pantry. The rear door is the Mole panel organizer. You can get it on Amazon, and I've bolted it to the plastic in the boot of my car, and I use it to hang my bags. I have my tools, the spanners which I need, the scissors, my toothbrush, and a sewing kit. And this is supposed to have a first aid kit, but it's empty. I have some more tools here, and I can put another panel here. So this is again very useful, and I will leave links to this organizer, so that if you want, you can buy on Amazon.
Going to the edge of what you know. That's where simple faith begins to grow.